Yeah, let me talk to you about elected and selected. See, 99.99% our politician today is not elected, they are selected. Selected by an elite or some elite and then present to us to legitimize the selection and say, run an election so that you can elect him. But they already select he or she. It's selected. There's one politician I can remember who was not selected, but also elected, but elected. And if you notice, he didn't last long. I won't call name, but I'll put his picture up here. This is the only politician I can remember in this western region that was, I'm in my belief, electable, but because he was not selectable by the elites, therefore he was not able to make it to become a prime minister. Right across the world, if you check it, you will see that almost all of the politicians are selected first and then handed to us to say elect them. But who select them? Those people who call themselves the elite, the money people, the APAC, and the rest of those lobbyists. Those are the selection people. And then after them do them selection, they send it to us, the people, to participate in a pageantry then called election. Fool the masses of people. It's hard for some people to really understand what is happening in the world today in terms of leadership. You see, when you check Africa, Caribbean, and most of these countries, them called third world, you will see the same formula that these people are selected. And they only select the ones that is working on their behalf. That's why them select them. If they were working on the behalf of the people, then most of these third world, with the wealth they have, should be first world or even zero world ahead of time. When you check a movie Wakanda and other type of movies as it come out, you see that melanated people can do well. But melanated people are forced to submit to selection and not election. And that's why most of these politicians is so corrupt. They only dare to give them to for them friends and them family. They only dare to benefit. They only dare to benefit them friends and them family and them region and then tribe and then religion. Them not there to benefit the people, the masses of the people, the one who participate in a so-called election. Check this. Do you think the people would actually elect someone like Trump? With the population of America more than 200 million people. Is that the best you could find? Let's go back. You think the people would elect someone like Biden? Look at the man. Could hardly walk, could hardly talk. And he was running again for election. But because he was selected, and then the people who do the selection realized that they couldn't fool the people, so they tried to select another one. And that's how we end up with this predicament that we're in. Because the people in high places who is doing the selection did not select when them supposed to select. They were supposed to say, all right, since you're not fit enough, you're gonna announce that you're gonna do one term. Then we select another person, individual, to start campaigning on time, so that the people who participating in the pageantry called election can say, okay, they elect this one. Let's come to Britain. Let's swim across the water and come to Britain. Look on Jeremy Corbyn. Jeremy Corbyn. He would be, in my opinion, a good prime minister. But he was not selected. So they select this one, call himself Starmer, and then say the people elected him. But in my opinion, that wasn't an election, because the masses of the people did not turn out. Therefore, he don't represent, in my opinion, the people. You see, those that is in the background is the one running the show. Prime ministers and president come, and prime ministers and president go. All these so-called leaders come, and then if you look at it, you don't even remember some of them. Obama, Bush, Biden, Harris. Most of them, it's irrelevant now. They're only talking about one person right now, and he will also go. It's the people in the background that running the whole system. So it's the system that is corrupt. The whole system is corrupt, and that's how you end up with this corrupt head or corrupt leader. If you look at it and see, you see the kings or the royals or those that is say them are lords and this and that. Those king queen people, royal people, is them run the system in the background and put these people up front and say, all right, you steer the wheel. But they're only on the steering, they're not driving the vehicle. Is the system is corrupt. They select them and then pretend as if we the people elect them. But it's those people we should keep an eye on. Those background people who is in the shadows pulling the strings. It's time for mankind to wake up and smell the coffee or the chocolate or the tea and see that these governmental people don't have humanity in mind. What them have in mind is money and power and war and death and destruction and elimination and slavery and conquest, brutality and bombs and nuclear. This is all they think about and all they talk about is money and power. What about humanity? So our governments, we who is third world, should take a different formula, turn a different page, use a different strategy, because this strategy of what do you call it? Savagery. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Savages or savagery is not working. We have to have a strategy of compassion, strategy of kindness, strategy of equal opportunity, give and live and let live. Strategy and this thing they call tribalism. I believe it's also endurance in terms of human progress or melanated people. For melanated people to progress and prosper, I believe we have to do away with first tribe, do away with religion, do away with all these things that is hindering our rise to where we were supposed to be. We are the people with the most in terms of natural resource, but we are the people with the least, with nothing. Because first, our mindset, and second, corruption, and third, selfishness, and fourth, religion, and fifth, tribes. Yeah, these things are, I believe, endurance. That's why come back to most politicians and leaders. They are not elected, they are selected. And that's why we are not moving forward in terms of human progress. There was a time in ancient times, Egypt, Mesopotamia, and so on and so forth, where the melanated people of the world was so advanced that even today in this 21st century, people cannot figure out how the pyramid was made. Look at Persia, Egypt, Kemet, Ethiopia. Even the word Ethiopia is not for one country. Then trick us. That's another thing. The word Ethiopia is only using now for one country. But the whole continent then calling Africa now. I believe the whole continent should be called Ethiopia. I hear a ancient name, Alkebulan, but I also don't think that's supposed to be the name. The continent is supposed to be called Ethiopia. And Ethiopia should get its name back, Abyssinia. It's a part of the whole African region or continent. When you check Nigeria, because you can't talk about Africa without talking about Nigeria. When you check Nigeria, one of the biggest in terms of population and in terms of natural resources. Such a place with such potential, but the people that is in leadership are the people them select for you to elect is bankrupt in terms of ideas and strategy. Even a little youth with common sense could look around and see that those type of thing in terms of corruption and them things don't work. it don't make people progress. If you look on Saudi Arabia and these Arab countries, they don't have half the resources of Nigeria. And I'm just using that one as an example. I can also use the Democratic Republic of Congo. And their countries and their economy is so advanced because they weed out corruption and thinking about the people. And they don't have any tribal issue because they unify under one umbrella of religion. So it could use, religion could use, but use in a positive way. Tribalism is more dangerous than religion, but religion is also dangerous. We should come together as one continent, maybe call it United States of Africa. Or it don't have to be the whole continent, because I speak about that before, that I can't see it happen because of how the geography set up. But I can see it happen in terms of region. So you could have a regional unity where you could maybe split up, turn 54 or 55 countries into 4 or 5. So you would have East Africa, West Africa, North Africa, South Africa. And then those that is in the middle, you call it Central Africa. And then you would have those that is in the Caribbean, the stolen people. As the 6th region of, so it would be under the same umbrella. This would be, in my opinion, world domination if our people was thinking about the collective and not themselves, and how they can fill them belly for one night, and how they can my time to eat, so that they can build a big house and drive a big car, and the masses of the people suffer. Because it goes back to our politicians and leaders. They are not elected, they are selected, and they're selected to the detriment of the masses of the people. Maybe in the future we will wake up, but for now I can't see it. But let us keep the hope, keep strength, and pay attention to the brother in Burkina Faso. I haven't seen anything tangible in terms of physical things, but I've heard a lot of things in terms of AI and this and that. But I would like to see something tangible, physical. So maybe we would have to go and travel and go and visit these places to see for ourselves what is being done. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking reasoning. Just for you to open your mind and think and say, why are we the people with the most have the less? And is it that our politicians and leaders are not elected but selected? Have a wonderful day. Into the thing, people are not subscribed. Please subscribe. And the subscription is